The mark scheme. The mark scheme explained. Really, really important part of teaching and preparing our students. And it's something which I think in the past, certainly in my teaching, when I started teaching this unit, I neglected. I didn't really pay attention to it at all. And I mention as we go forward in the course that I stuck rigidly to teaching the content of the specification without really thinking too much about what the students actually had to do, let alone how their work was going to be marked. So I think focusing on the mark scheme, understanding for yourself as a teacher what needs to be done, and then portraying that, putting that across to your students is vital to give them the chances to maximise their success. So really, I think if we look at this whole unit as three parts, first of all, yes, of course, there is the content which the students need to know. Then there's the assessment and the understanding of how to do the assessment, which we looked at in the previous section. But then there's the understanding of the mark scheme and how the work that they do is going to be marked, and crucially what they need to do in order to meet those needs and make sure that they are doing what the requirements the exam board asks of them in that sense. So this section here takes you through each of the four activities. We look at the mark schemes, we talk about some of the terminology, so bands and traits that will help you with your understanding. And again, as I mentioned going forward in this section, I think it's really important at some point relatively early on in the course to present your students with the mark schemes, and so they understand what it is that they're working towards.